Shabbat Shalom. In this week's parsha of Korach, we read about the most insane and crazy story that you can find in the Bible. On the one hand, we have Korach, who leads a rebellion against the authority of Moses. Unbelievable! Who could think of rebelling against Moses, the great teacher, the redeemer of the Jewish people, takes him out of Egypt, brings him to Sinai, does the manna, does the water, all these miracles. And yet, Korach succeeds to convince the people to rebel against Moshe. It is called, in simple terms, a popular uprising. Populism, where someone stands up on some sort of agenda and inspires the people. The people are consumed with him, infused by him. They want to be part of him. This great revolution that Korach is standing for. And what does he stand for? Kulam Kudoshim. We all stood on Mount Sinai. We are all holy. Why is it you, Moses, are appointing Aaron as the high priest? You, Moses, are appointing your tribe, the Levites, to be involved and be the center of this organization, of this people. We are all holy. We all heard God's voice at Mount Sinai. And this popular slogan, we see the banners, we can see the flags, we can see Korach standing up there motivating the people. And the people are crying out, Korach, yeah, Moshe boo. And Moses' response is stunned. How are you supposed to respond to this? And yet, at the end of the story, Korach and his followers are swallowed up in the ground. And the Medrash makes a fascinating and interesting comment. Tells a story about how one rabbi met with an Arab trader. Said, I'll take you to where Korach is buried. Takes him to out in the desert. And they hear a sound. It's a wail, cry from the depths. Moshe emet, for Torato emet. Moses is true, and his Torah is true. Ultimately, Korach fails, and is relegated to the dustbin of history. Many people don't even know the name, except for the name of our parasha. Moses and his Torah will endure. And this is the great challenge of our times and every time, that there is a popular uprising, a popular call of the charismatic leader. They will stand up on a mantra. They will say, Kulanu Kudoshim, we're all holy, we're all equal in this. Join me as we go on this great journey to revive, to change, to build, to make the new world, a utopian society. But when you peel away the layers, Korach was not about that at all. He wanted to be the high priest, the Kohen Gadol. Every popularizing, when we peel away the levels, we'll find that it's all about self and getting ahead of the game. You have popular movements, but the leaders are corrupt. The following story should be told and repeated. Back in the 1920s, there were two great Talmidim, two great students of Lenin, Stalin and Trotsky. Trotsky once arrived in one of the towns in Europe, and the entire town was so enthusiastic to meet and hear from Trotsky that they went out, and even the yeshiva students wanted to go hear the great Trotsky as he spoke about the communist utopia that was going to come. In the town of Novardok, the Alter of Novardok went to a young Yaakov Kamenetsky and paid him to sit and learn in yeshiva and not go listen to Trotsky. Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky will become one of the great Torah personalities of the 20th centuries. And even he had to be bribed to sit and learn rather than go listen to Trotsky. That's the power of your populist leader. But let's look at what happened afterwards. Trotsky's assassinated. He never becomes a leader. Stalin takes over. We know about the story of Stalin and what's in his Soviet Union and what they did to the Jewish people. Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky, his Torah works are an inspiration to this very day. Moshe emet, Torato emet. Moshe is true, his Torah is true. The rise of the popular leader is one that we should always be wary of, because the slogans may seem to be one that attracts you, But when you peel away the levels, you'll find a deep and dark and sinister movement. Korach failed. Moshe succeeded. But it was close. Think about it the next time you're watching the news. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, this is Rabbi Lewin. If you've enjoyed the content of the sermons and the ideas that have been expressed in the YouTube video, please hit that first subscription button and notification bell and share the videos with friends. We'd love to grow the channel and love to engage with you. Please share your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day.